Welcome viewers and subscribers and ones to what is now a relatively popular program called UnScripted. This week we have the international reggae dancer superstar Craigie T.O.K.
That is right.
And then one of the, if not the most famous voices of about 2, maybe 3 generations.
You don't know about that. Age Badmind now.
Nah, man, but we are telling you,
2-3 generations.
bro, alright, big man thing. Now we'll get sidetracked again. Rodney Campbell, illustrious Rodney Campbell. And I'm going to tell you why I'm say that.
Yeah.
You're making us say some people where I walk earth this day and age don't know uncensored.
Them people like that exist.
That me I tell you, the little people them don't know it, brother. My daughter at 22, she does not know the program. So that's why I said what I said. You know what I mean? You are a voice of
What
several
a shame,
generations.
man.
You started what podcasts are now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can admit that.
Absolutely, because especially back then, it was kind of taboo to talk about certain topics.
Most of the things we talk about.
Yeah, and Rodney just say, yo, dog, open the door, make us see what's going on in our life. So, big up yourself, sir.
Yeah.
You have contributed significantly to media and to Jamaican
I
society.
wasn't a creator, but I helped to create, you know?
Correct.
Yeah.
Give flowers,
Big up
give props
Rasman-
to you.
Big up Rasman, bro.
Yeah.
I'm Francois.
That is it. And I'm, of course, Koffy, just a guy named Koffy. But no, guy. Never that. Collectively, we're UnScripted. Now, if you've never seen UnScripted before, UnScripted is a local program where we talk about topical subjects, whatever we feel is important, and we think that men should learn, and society in general could learn about men. We mostly discuss things from an angle of males, because that's what we are, and that's what we understand. So, I mean,
Unscripted is
If this
something
is your first
close
time
to
watching-
something else. But
So,
different
you
from
can't
the
say
other.
guy, you said man.
males. You know, you have a point. Males.
Man then.
Mans.
I hear fun.
Manses.
You can't call now. We are filming movie.
Wait a time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, before we get into the topic, I always have a quick chit chat. Anything significant happened over the past 7 days?
Well, you know, everything that happens is significant.
Anything interesting you want to share?
Not quite. I mean, I have some music that come out as always. I work on a solo project, full album this time, not just an EP. TOK have some nice new music that come out too. Of things, a lot of the same in new ways.
I like
a
that.
brand new for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something. Yeah.
Rodney.
Life continues. And
For cheesy.
as the changes go, we go with the changes, you know, and we either make them or reject them. But that is really just how my last 7 days gone, my 7 days to come will be also.
And that's an interesting outlook, and I think one that will feed into the topic. But before we get into the topic, I want to share, you know, but I normally share a little bit of motivation and things where, I guess, excite me. So, we were not recording for a little bit, probably a few weeks. And in the time, I went to a swim meet. My son swim. And went to a swim meet just to watch him and thing and cheer him on. One of the parents walk up to me. And he's an elderly gentleman, I think in probably 50s. Pull up on him, say.
Him just said the man 50s in the elderly.
I mean, he's
What him say?
not a young member of
Let the man
society.
try,
I want you to understand.
Blood.
He's not a youngster. You know what I mean? Our age. Respectfully, is he mean? Mid-50s, maybe 60s.
Mhm.
And him said to me, you know, I know you. And I said, interesting. From where? And him I say, I know your program. And I said, oh, man, appreciate it. And him I say, oh, listen. So the things I want to talk about, there's value in it.
Aye.
Society benefit from it.
Aye.
We miss it. When you go back to record? And I was like, probably next week. So, you know what I mean? Big up the people.
Big up
who-
my G.
Yeah, man. Big up, and I never get his name, but big up yourself, sir. Big up all of the viewers who truly enjoy the content. The feedback to me is heartwarming most
Holy
times.
Bobby, me get brother.
No. Oh, not take so long.
Well, sure, or luckily, a lot of people just talk about the show.
Yeah.
And they don't mention, they mention different episodes, but they don't mention the return. So
Yeah.
it seems like, in many ways, they don't realize that we went on a Christmas
There are a few
It's
people
not
like
even just
that.
that, you know. I mean, the sweet thing about it is that it's the perfect segue into what we're going to talk about.
Absolutely.
Because what you don't hear, especially at that time, man talk about, what you don't hear is what it really takes to move from strength to strength. Like, at the end of the day, there are assessments which must be made. You know, there are things in your life at any given time you must be able to take stock and adjust. So assessments and adjustments must always be made in order to get to where you're trying to reach. And it's just one of them things that we did have to go through that little stage to really figure out what is important with the show, the core of the show, the feel of the show, the vibe of the show. And everybody, we all must do those things internally, individually, too, is a part of leveling up process.
So I guess that kind of leads us into announcing the grand topic. And this week we're going to talk about leveling up.
That is it.
What does that look like? What does it feel like?
Yeah.
What does it mean to truly level up? I think leveling up for me happens every day. And I'll tell you where I'm coming from with this. You see the person I was yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
I probably would have made a mistake yesterday, but I would have learned from it. Mm-hmm. And then today now, I get up and I say, all right, I learned enough to do that what I did yesterday. So I'm one level improved. I mean, so for me, it's not miles, it's millimeters. You know what I mean? I measure my improvements in millimeters per se. So that's for me, that's one of the aspects of leveling up that I think is overlooked. I think people don't accept small progress or the minor wins when I really take them. You know what I mean? We kind of feel like, oh, if it's not a big win, if I not somehow get up tomorrow and have a Lamborghini, then I'm failing. You know what I mean? And people understand that progress or growth by any measure should never be should never be underrated. You know what I mean? Or underappreciated.
Well, yeah. It is strange to me still that while I wrote something today which I will record later for something else, that this assessment now of what the leveled up and leveling up is about. I said this much, that gratitude is an attitude that brings a latitude to life.
Yes, sir.
And leveling up is only meaningful if you have gratitude. Mm-hmm. You can't have humility or appreciation without gratitude.
Absolutely.
And we wish for everything in life, and nobody sits down wishing for more gratitude. People want more money, more comfort, more success, more of everything, more happiness, but nobody does sit down and ask for more gratitude. Mm-hmm. And I don't think the equilibrium and the skills of life allow you to level up if you don't understand the value of gratitude. What you have is far more important than what you're seeking to get.
Well,
always. Because that is life within itself, isn't it?
But what does that mean though? What does gratitude mean? Because I remember having a conversation with my son one time about the difference between gratitude and appreciation. And it seemed like the same thing. It presents itself as the same thing. But it's a different thing when you're thankful or you're grateful for something. It's a different thing when you truly appreciate what is given. And you to appreciate in my humble opinion is when you place value or the correct value upon that which you just received.
It might be the flips. We might both see the words, and have the same interpretation in a different way, because that which you appreciate. So we are sitting down here, so you understand? And we appreciate the vibes and the fact that we can have some drinks, which is a cerebral expression that is walking towards me emotion. Yeah. My gratitude for this is my emotion that going out now for say, you see this?
Right.
to all this meaningful. Because we can appreciate 10 different people sit down now.
Yeah.
But this moment right now, the grateful feel, the gratitude feel.
But the thing about it,
so we don't know.
No, but the let me tell you the conundrum.
Hold on a minute.
Where you got buck up here?
Big word. I'll put that on the screen. Big word.
No, because
conundrum when a hot girl say
because where you got buck up in, you know, is that
where you buck up in?
Being grateful or an attitude of gratitude. Sometimes it how do you balance that with ambition? It's very thin lines, you know. Like all of these things are very thin lines.
I see what you're saying.
So there's a difference between ambition and bad mind. There's a difference between, and there's a balance that you must strike between ambition and gratitude and appreciation and gratefulness and satisfaction.
Why?
There is a
Why?
Why you have to strike the balance?
I mean,
being ambitious, you know, is not about achieving what you set out to become or
so this
to
is
achieve.
what,
It is the decision to go towards something. And as I said to you cannot truly appreciate things without humility, and you can't truly understand humility without being grateful. So when you think about it, if you look at ambition as part of that journey to level up, gratitude walk hand in hand with it.
This is why I never want to go down this road, because if I go carry, we go way
left.
No, it's going to level up the argument.
That's fine.
No,
it might.
I think it will. I think it will be a positive contribution.
It can level up the argument.
Me hear what Rodney said.
Me don't really get it. Tell me.
Me hear what Rodney said. What Rodney said is, you can be grateful and at the same time be super ambitious.
You can be.
And the ambition is also what will
explain how
feed into. I'm grateful for what we have right now is this space. But at the same time, that does not limit my ambition to say, I can't want a bigger space and I want more. You can be ambitious,
and
but
the drive for ambition don't mean because it is so driven.
No.
It can't. We believe that the drive to gain in being ambitious,
yes,
makes us only when we reach this or somewhere this.
That are the only time we're going to be grateful.
Or we take the time now to look ungrateful.
Yeah.
While you drive at that, while you have that force.
Alright, I'm going to show you the perfect
gratitude along the
example.
way. Carry gratitude with you, the same way you carry the billfold.
I'm going to show you the perfect example.
There, close.
My first car was a 1992, maybe 93 Toyota Starlet. Well, my second car actually. But I'll tell you about that Starlet. No AC. One window wiper. Manual windows. Smallest engine I can imagine. We did eventually change the engine or anything. But let me tell you something. The fact that I was able to get to school on time and do what I need to do and get back on my yard in a one piece without having to worry.
Girl in the manual window car.
Rodney, I don't know what
one wiper.
I don't know what I
more girl. Carry them faster.
I was so grateful for that vehicle. That no means I never say a Benz and say, ooh, I want that Benz there. That's my ambition. You understand what I say? So you truly probably will never get to your ambition or whatever you aspire to until you are grateful for what you have.
You'll never outlive your ambition, though.
You can't.
If you are ambitious, you'll never outlive your ambition.
You can't. You follow you.
But you will live this life forever.
So I have a major personal issue. But I understand. I understand it is personal, and I understand that it is unique to this individual.
Yeah, but share this one.
For now, until you share.
So I will not go down this road with him because I disagree with many things that you're saying.
Yeah.
There are some things that I agree with, but I disagree with many things. And I know that if I go here, because I live in the future most of the time, Right? So sometimes I have to come back to have these conversations.
Yeah.
So I am coming back to tell myself not to go down this road.
So future Craig came back and said, yo, G.
So let me let's
I think it is important for you to go down that road, you know.
Let me just agree with
There's
you.
nothing wrong if we disagree. So
It is important for us to disagree. And I also want to touch this base where
that helps us level up.
because you said something which I think was profound. There is ambition and there is bad mind.
Correct.
And the two can get conflated sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah, you have to be aware.
The ability, and I think the separating factor is intent. Follow me?
Yes,
You agree, disagree?
I agree. I agree.
I think intent is the separating
And there is
factor.
ambition and there are excuses.
Absolutely.
They are cousins. And what separates that is when ambition finds a brother that is gratitude. Because a lot of the people who have diluted their ambition, them find excuses. Those who find the excuses, many times lack the gratitude.
We're going on the accountability lane.
No, but it's not an accountability per se. What it really is, though, is that
You have something that you want to tell us that you're grateful for, and
What's your name?
what you're grateful for. Can you keep going down?
no, what I'm grateful for.
Yeah, let's express your gratitude. Take a moment. Let's take a moment.
No, I don't
to
even need the
express your-
moment.
Express your gratitude.
My gratitude is for the fact that no matter how different we are as brothers and friends, that we always happen to share a space, leave this space and return to this space as friends and as brothers.
And I appreciate that.
You understand?
Wholeheartedly.
It don't mean we all agree. It don't mean we all the same. But God, there's even Koffy. So
And it is important to understand that there are outliers.
They have to- we have to tolerate.
fringe members.
Yeah, French sheep. yeah.
Yo, one day, I'm not gonna there for you abuse me, you know. Watch.
Believe me, we love you.
Yeah, I'm grateful for that day.
No, that day we will finally level up.
Next time, me and the world dog.
No, but we
I
have
am
to
alone,
we have to
Jarvis.
understand something, you know, that
What's
where we stand in our place and time. Some of us, you know, it is in achievement that we express the gratitude.
Absolutely.
Let me
And
help you out.
nothing wrong with that, you know.
Let me help you
Yeah.
out. Let me help you out a little. There is a parable
Ooh.
or a story in the Bible
Parable.
that speaks of talents
Hidden
and how
the bush. Is that the bushel one?
no man, the talents that were given to the three workers.
And some did hide them talent under the
Right.
bushel. Right.
Whoa, one of the bushel you caught. So you title the story off of that one little part there? Boy, you're amazing. So anyway, so let's say the talents, not the bushel one, the talents
The
one.
talent,
The
yeah.
talents were you're a special guy. So in that story, and this is what I think that you are subtly alluding to when you mention gratitude, is that the universe, God, and laws and principles tend to reward you based on how you manage what you already have.
Yes, sir.
And I think that is where you're going with the gratitude line of reasoning, which is a thing. It's like you have to manage what you have been given or the cards that you have been dealt with love, appreciation, and gratitude. And it is only at that point where you can fully be comfortable with what you have, and I use comfortable loosely, with what you have, is at that time that you are rewarded or awarded more.
I think that was quite succinctly put.
Because you can manage more.
And
I will ask you this question that is not the parable of the talent. Right. If you are not truly grateful for what you already have, why do you believe that you'll be happy if you get more?
Fear.
Oh,
Brilliant.
think on these things, Russ.
So we dissected, I think we dissected one element of leveling up, and that's gratitude and appreciation and understanding where you are and what you have
And ambition.
and how to manage what you have.
That is the guaranteed step.
And that's the good side.
That step ladder.
I want us to look a little bit more on the ugly side of things, the discomfort that you go through, the pain, the quote-unquote struggle that you go through when you are attempting to level up at anything in your life.
What exactly would that struggle and pain?
I can use sports as an example. I remember when I started playing, which one of the sports? Let's talk about hockey. Probably people would know, so I played hockey.
For a short
hockey.
while.
For a very long time.
In Jamaica, we don't play hockey.
We heat hockey.
We heat hockey.
I know what I know what Shabba Har said. And it start out, bro, is your hand-eye coordination isn't what it's supposed to be. Your skills isn't what it's supposed to be. Every time you get a hit on the shin, is like critical pain. Is almost you want curl up and ball. 5 years in, now I play senior level. And when I run, you not even realize that you get hit on the shin with a hockey stick so many times. You just run through, and you're gone.
And you've also been the person to help inflict pain. But when one time gone, you're the recipient of it.
And you learn unique ways to inflict pain without getting penalized. You know what I mean? But you have to go through the growing stage of
par for the
Of course.
feeling the pain and the growing pains. Or, I mean, I don't know if anybody here has ever invested in a business, but when you're investing in a business, sometimes you have to make a decision, do I buy food or do I put this into marketing and promotion?
You ever see a child learning to walk who has never gone on his knees or his hands?
No.
He just walk.
There you go.
But the thing is, I mean, the most famous...
Nature is up and down.
The most famous natural example that I hear people keep referring to is the butterfly and the cocoon. Like you must go through that cocoon stage in order to become a butterfly. I mean, when you talk, with all the way a man, so we don't really want to be a butterfly. But you understand what I'm getting. You the conditioning that you will require in order to get to where you need to be. It's not a joyous situation. I mean, you can find parts of it. Who Mike Tyson said is doing things you hate like you love them. That is the discipline. It's the discipline that will carry you through those times and that will carry you through them hard times, them times that will feel. I remember going through parts of my life where everything that I did yesterday, today, just feel unfamiliar and uncomfortable and heavy. Like, I wake up and it's like a task to just wash my face and brush my teeth. It's like it feels like psychologically it's like I can't function.
Your foundation never finished structure of it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just that it's just different. It's just different and it feels so different and so unfamiliar. And you understand at those points that at this stage now, which is a new stage of your life, maybe a big check come in, maybe a big payment come in or come out, like things that are life altering. And at this point, you don't know how to control the variables at this point because you've never been here before.
Yeah.
So everything just feels weird. Your wife walk past, you question everything. You wonder about everything. You say, all right, maybe it could be this, like the transition of your child from primary school to secondary or high school, or prep to high school, or high school to university. Like, you know now that when you see this you come out of them room dress, you know, say, instead of 120,000 is now 30,000 that you're going to pay for your school fee. Or instead of 30,000 is now 2.5 million. You understand, depending on what kind of career path them choose. So it's like when you see them ready, dressed and ready for school, it hits you. like because you are the one shouldering these burdens now, it hit you like, whoa, that is due, this is due, this is due, this is due. It's a different, you have to be a different person. So it's like there are times when everything just feels, you question everything, you question yourself. You know, will I be able to manage this weight? Will I be able to function fully? Will I be able to fully shoulder my responsibilities? When you see the world shift, a man drop a bomb over this and everything, all prices just change. And this change, and that change, and this change, and that change, and everything just changed. How can I now pivot to manage and handle these things?
Two things happening in our life, you know, Craig. And one of them is we all have different, as it's a pain and struggle. Because you're not surprised to know. The person, the easy for me sometimes say, why, I truly know my struggle, you know, or I truly know my pain.
Entry level always want someone like them face more things than other things.
Yeah. Because remember this, the greatest thing is to know the happiest people you see externally, you don't know if you get a chance to switch this pain and struggle we are talking about. But as a philosophical mind, well, you too, you know, got two other nerds like that. Here's a question. When does life's journey end?
Never.
Aye. And I say, when you see that child dress walking through that door, yes, you have to think about whether it's 30 now to 120 or 120 to 2 point or 2 point to 30. How much years in life you might go to school and you are going to pay for him to go? How much?
It depends. But okay,
right? But a man get up and he has done everything in this world to have the house have his dreams. And his children grow in it. And him sit back and him say, yeah. And they go each to their own way, occasionally returning from whence, you know, them go. And then him suddenly realize in that other phase that he's most comfortable in an apartment because that stage of accomplishment
it's done.
It's not only that which he sought to fulfill now feel empty because he never thought the center of his level was going to be great if he never got there. So you have to stop and say to yourself,
hey,
the journey,
very, very, very,
the journey life's journey
well defined
does not have
when Rodney answered to the
it does not have a start or a finish.
No, but what you're doing here now is
a simplification of life.
No,
not quite.
No, it is not a simplification.
Quite complicated.
Because what is happening there is it might present itself as simple.
Not Rodney said present.
It's quite complicated.
But what is happening? What you are confusing there is different types of leveling up that happen at different times. Because there are level ups that will happen with your finances, which is the physical world. It could also happen physically with health,
What changes in your body.
right? There are mental stages of leveling up, which is education and things that you have to go through and learn and apply. So there's the knowledge, is the acquisition and application of the knowledge. That kind of leveling up is a different thing that happens at different times.
And there's a reversal for all these things you have said.
There's
Of course.
Yes, the possibility of reversal for all these.
Of course.
Everything goes
And
flows both directions.
and there is also a spiritual side and a philosophical side of leveling up that you must undergo as well. So and every man must go through all of these.
Should.
Right?
Must.
And there are times when them happening simultaneously, there are times when them
Two of them
offset.
happen at a time.
There are times when one is in regression and one is growing. Like
Yes,
there are one is in progression. There are several things that happen at the same time. So that's what when you go this or now, it's like why you go fry the youth them mind? Don't fry the youth them mind so quick.
No, it's not so quick.
What's it? Because you talk about several different types of leveling up happening at one time.
But all these examples that you've just given remain fundamentally as the journey. It is wonderful for us to be able, if we could put a chart, for say, all right, so this is the way in which we wish life could go.
Very linear.
But none of us can, as you say, determine when that progression, regression, dissection, intersection. So we call it the journey of life, and we hope that every man goes through it and gets stronger on every time he exit.
Well, all of us go through it, but some of us don't realize that we're going to go through it.
You must,
You must
get stronger. Is that you get stronger?
Are you dead?
No.
Yes.
It's either if you don't get stronger, you get weaker.
No.
Hold on. Stronger.
Is it that you get stronger?
No. Stronger, weaker, static, dead.
No, you're not going to get weaker.
It's four things.
You cannot get.
Life is never static.
Life is not, but man can be.
You cannot get weaker, and you cannot get static.
You cannot be static. I'm in agreement with you.
You're talking about the man who appreciate everything, We're not talking about that as every man. Which is why when you say every man must, I said to you, every man should.
You touch on something a while ago, and the spiritual change. I think I can share an example. A conversation I had yesterday. I was explaining to somebody. I think I told you, everybody here, about one aspect of my day. But yesterday was one of those days. You know them days you talk about it, just like nothing goes the way it's supposed to go. Everything goes topsy-turvy.
My Sunday to Sunday. Though.
Yeah, so that was happening yesterday. And throughout that, I was explaining to my wife that, listen, when we are trying to impose our will, and we believe that this is what I want to achieve, so I want to plant a new tree, so I'm going to dig the ground and put it. And bro, you can dig the ground from now till tomorrow, you can put that tree in the soil. That doesn't mean that the tree is going to mature and you will get the fruit of that tree.
True.
You know what I mean? When we
not every same tree planted bear.
Exactly. And when you understand that you can do what you must or what you believe is right, but that does not guarantee a result. The universe, you can bend the universe to your will. You have to accept what the universe is presenting and pivot and move accordingly.
And you must never seek to change that which the universe
presents. Yeah, because you can't. that would be futile.
No. Sometimes you
That
can.
Would be futile.
Sometimes you can. And unfortunately,
I honestly believe that these things are
where you can is to your own demise.
But I wouldn't say.
But that is a different.
I wouldn't say that
you
should not seek to. By all means, try to change the universe. You're going bucket. You're going down. You're going to fail.
Absolutely.
But you're going to learn. Right? So if you
that's ambition here as well.
Fear.
Yeah.
But you for a man to not try is unnatural.
Him can't level up.
I believe. Yeah. So don't make true you're afraid for drop, or you're afraid for fail. You don't try to change the world.
Well said.
You should try.
Well said. Driving to this point now where we can say, listen, as people who have accomplished things, what would you say was the driving force to keep you going even at the times when you weren't seeing results? And Craig, I can use you as an example. I remember when you were going through the first time when you were going through the fitness journey. I'm sure you never see results after the first 2 weeks you're going to the gym. The first 5 weeks you're going to the gym, you probably never see results. What kept you on that path to say, yo, now stop?
I'm a difficult person to ask,
Hey, I think you're the right person to ask.
I've never said Craig about a different kind of.
But that's what I want a different
style.
I don't know how to. I've said it all the time. Me and my wife laugh about this all the time. I don't know how to give up, you know.
But what are you giving up on?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like if I decide that this is not beneficial for me and I should change and I'm working towards changing, I am fully committed to doing that until I can't do it no more.
Mm.
I don't know how to, even if there are days, and there have been days, so let me not say if, even when there are days when I can't do any more today,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to stop today, and my buck,
Mm-hmm.
I'm crash. Tomorrow when I wake, I don't know anything else to do but try to reach where I wanted to go.
But that's because you have a vision and a plan. And
Most times.
And I specifically asked you this question because I wanted you to speak.
I feel that is the definition of a man. I feel like that is what separates a man from a boy. I think we as men have a vision of what we would like.
Mhm.
Because at the end of the day, and I know many people, many Christians especially, have issues when I get into this kind of conversation, this kind of philosophical conversation, because I believe that at the center of us all is that, I want to say spark it out, that's a Transformers thing, but at the center of us all is that
Light.
that light, let's use, that is our source, it is our essence, it is where we came from,
Mhm.
right? And I believe that at our core, we are all creators, especially men, I would say, because we carry the seed,
Mhm.
right? I believe that at our core, we are all creators. So we must have a vision of what we would like to create in our minds. And in the pursuit to get to that vision, we must have a game plan of how we're going to start. So we know where we think. And granted, you know, what God has in store for us is usually a million times bigger than what we see as our vision or our destination. You know. But we must have an idea and we must put a foot forward.
Yeah.
And sometimes, this plan that you said that God has for us, that is bigger and better, sometimes it is not in accordance with what you think.
100%. Most times.
It's like, we've seen so many of the quote-unquote world's greatest footballers. We could have made some long list and everybody have them favorite and what have you. But some of the greatest forward where they're at the top of the list couldn't also become some of the best defenders. Some of the best goalkeepers could never be some of the best forward. But every youth who join the football team, you know, first and foremost, want to be the forward. Everybody who join the track team, the first thing they want to be is the 100-meter man.
You're saying both.
But funny enough, the plan sometimes is, in order to build that perfect team, different people have to do different things. And your greatness, though to you it seems smaller than that which you had set out to achieve, it is your shining glory. Mm-hmm. The best of you is not the least of somebody else.
Remember, I know.
You understand?
That there must be somebody, some sprinter who did inspire Usain Bolt. Imagine that. Imagine that when Bolt was a youth, he was looking up to a sprinter.
Absolutely.
Yeah, to this day.
Michael,
we have a friend who shall remain nameless. Who no, you can't say it's Michael Jordan. I'm inspiration, you know. Just say it.
I got to talk to him about who was Michael Jordan inspiration. You remember?
Just say.
Tell the story.
When it comes to basketball,
Dr. J was him inspiration.
We know him of the inspiration. And here's the thing about it. Every youth out there who believe in this purpose Because a whole heap of people just have the vision. Their plan and what them mats out as a plan carries them to a certain point. And you see some of them sit down and them don't reach a certain point. And them say, you see something not cut out for this. No, you're cut out to be the best version for this.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. There is no such thing that say, you have to be, you're gonna be messy. Keep playing. Keep focused.
100.
But your plan, chances are you end up down Greece or play football or you go to England and become one of the greatest there.
Yeah. You can become a folk legend. No, I'm happy that you went in that direction because you see,
Leveling up is the different parts of that
it's one of the key
Yeah,
elements. It's one of the key elements to sticking to your vision. Is being willing and able to listen to that voice in your head and trust the voice in your head when it says, keep going. Don't give up. The voice in your head is always God.
So on to the other voice.
The voice that there is, you watch cartoon and then put the devil and God
I
power
don't know about that part. I'm not too like countenance the balance. What may I say? The other voice.
Yeah.
The other voice.
The other voice is fear.
That's it.
The other voice is fear.
Give up.
Yeah. The other voice is fear.
Is an evil voice that?
No, that's weakness.
You know what I would love to?
You sure?
Mega ask a question.
Okay.
Mega ask a question. Wow. So this is like a Rodney question. No? This is kind of
So the universe will force you to give up, by the way.
slightly left field. So this is the question I want to. This is what I kind of ask. Yeah, man, you leave off upon the left. This is what something very along the same lines as what you just said.
Yeah.
How does one give up? I don't know how to do that thing. How does one stop?
All right.
I don't know how to do that thing. That thing
Because you're structured. You're
So-
not fully structured.
No, but me not like no, because nothing more stop, you know. It's like, I say, how this go?
All right. Which example am I going to use? Am I going to use job or relationship? Give me one.
Don't use relationships.
All right, job.
No, we don't have enough time.
Yeah, okay.
All right, job.
And we don't want to be that sad today. So use job.
Oh, but I don't think you've ever been in that 9 to 5 speed. But have you ever
A long time ago.
Have you ever taken on a job and you are, whilst executing said job, every single moment of you're doing that job, you realize this is not for me, this is not me. This don't suit me. I don't fit in this space. I am not doing well.
Yeah,
I am not enjoying this experience. This is not benefiting me. I am not
I
growing.
understand that.
There's a
I'm not
letter for
growing
that.
from
There's
this.
a letter for that.
Yeah?
There's a letter for that.
I understand.
It's called a letter of resignation.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is the same way when you get up and say, oh, I am not doing this anymore because it does not suit me, it does not serve me.
You never
That's
gave up, you
stopping.
know. You resigned. You didn't give up.
That me I talk.
You didn't give up. You resigned.
That me I talk about. So no, I understand. So I mean, if that is the case, then I will if things will give up on.
Yeah, you stop.
There are
You
things
just
that don't
stop some
serve you,
things.
that just don't serve you.
You stop that shit.
And that is choosing yourself. before
Absolutely.
you choose other- Yeah. So
But
I get
what brought you to that point where you made the decision? You yourself, we're not talking about no external factors. Nobody will tell you say you'll resign tomorrow. What brought you to that place where you can say, yo, this is not serving me, this is not suiting me? A conversation
It's
you
a
have with
thought,
yourself,
yeah. Mhm.
right? This is the voices in your head. One good, one bad, whichever way you want to
It's
proceed.
called
To me, both of them are
It's
good.
called ambition versus excuses. Your aim is to, you have recognized this not good, this, that, great. You have there's always the excuse that, well, you know what, let me go on to this. Or you have an inner ambition that says, I need better for myself. And you leave it. You might not leave it for something materially better, monetarily
Not at
better,
all.
but you leave it for your better center self.
all right. You see that now?
And you go.
That is what many people don't speak of.
That keep your level.
Right, that's what many people don't speak of.
Finding your center.
The sacrifice that you must make in order to find that.
Ah, the
Because
cost.
you don't get things without giving things.
Yes, sir.
So that is the thing that many people don't wish to talk about. Like, there is a price to be paid. There is a sacrifice that must be made. I remember when just started music, and we were teenagers when we started, you know. So you know them things ago. We are a man, and all we want a woman. That's all. You know, I mean, nowadays the music kind of weird and different, but them time that is like the only reason why we are singing is just to get some attention. Don't want to see two.
Any man know a woman up?
Funny. See what I did there?
Yeah.
So it's like it's a thing. So what I had to come to terms with, I remember early on, my girlfriend at the time, she said me have to decide, because I kept disappointing her. Boy, I make plans, but something come up and we have to go sing. And me I say, yo, I have to do that because this could be the big break.
Yes.
And I forgot. Disappointment after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. And it's like she gave me an ultimatum one day. And to me, it was a no-brainer. Like, obviously, my God. Yeah. Like, you know. And it's at that point I realized it rough on every other woman after that, really and truly, because at that point I realized that I can only fully be committed to one thing. So if you cannot understand and respect that music is my woman, we can't talk. I'm not interested. None at all.
Yeah. And it is not a lack of commitment to her that your commitment to music is greater. It is simply that one and the other can exist.
Fear.
You understand? You're not shortchanging music, and you're not shortchanging her.
And it's not just music, it's a man's work.
Have you seen some of the things his brethren here sit down and create?
Yeah, man.
Now, if he's in that space, it's not music, you know. It's not one. It's not. But you see, if him in that space there,
so you're touching on it.
if him tell me, say, call me back Monday,
you're touching on it.
me not call him Sunday evening, you know, because I understand that he's committed to this.
But there are different sides to that. So that is it. Is that spiritual relationship that a man must have with whatever his vocation is. There is a connection that is there that cannot be tampered with. And that connection is what allows you to stand up firm in the middle of a whirlwind of things that happen around you sometimes.
Brother.
That is what keep you steadfast, keep you sturdy. So like music is my rock. Music is my rock. Creativity is my rock. So no matter what, everything could have dropped and disappeared. Tomorrow, I will be creating something.
Yeah, man.
And that is 100% sure. I will be singing. And that is 100% sure. And it no matter. Everything else can drop. Take everything. But that now stop. And I will get it back.
Because
it's a must.
So you see, what Curry is talking about is the price of growth and the price of leveling up.
Is it a price?
I mean,
no.
How you look at it? Where you see it as?
Economists call it opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost. There you go.
There's a natural progression, bro. And from the day you are born, there's a progression. We're not born walking. We're not born talking. There's a progression. There's a thinking brain. There's an activity. And there comes a time when there's reflection, there's age and time, and there comes the rest.
Yeah, but the bus slip is the price for walking. It's the price you pay for walking.
No, but I'm
to
saying
learn how to walk.
So the idea that opportunity cost are the price of life and its existence and how however it might play out, for however long or short, it is yours.
Yeah, man.
And we all follow. And where it ends is not that life end. It's just that your journey pause for something else to exist.
Yeah.
So you're not.
No, but
I don't pay the price
no, but a price, man. Because all right, watch me.
for losing
About
friends. You understand? Or losing
call
family.
this since so
Oh,
me I
I
look
feel
on the look on the call, but I said, boy, no, I can't talk to you.
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
I mean, I feel reject the call, but that is an opportunity cost.
Let me show you
It is a
something.
choice.
You see somebody.
Every choice is an opportunity. When you choose for marriage, you know, the girl them is a sacrifice.
Is it?
Don't ask me, Papi. I live on the fifth
You're
floor.
not allowed to call me papi.
I live on the fifth floor. You live on the third floor, man. I don't know what happened on the third floor.
You know me long enough. You know me from FM days to Gallinsville radio station to round this to Yassa to
Yeah. We used to carry go to school, remember?
Rodney. Think about the quality of conversation we used to have back then, and albeit we used to have good conversations still. But now, you think we can have a more balanced spiritual conversation?
Always.
But you know what the price is when you pay for that?
Experience.
You lose whole heap of friends.
No,
You
experience.
lose whole heap of money. You get beaten in a certain way.
Experience, Koffy.
Yeah, but all of it is the price that you pay for the growth and the leveling up.
You have lived through it.
Yeah.
That is what it is. Experience is life. And life is experience.
All right.
So you have not. Here the thing. Have you gained? You think?
Absolutely.
Good. Then in that gain, be happy for the things you have lost.
Well, I am absolutely grateful.
But we recognize it.
But you recognize that you have paid a price. It has cost you something. It costs you sleep. It costs you unnecessary stress.
And you are now grateful
And
for
I'm absolutely grateful
for the
for all of it.
latitude you have to be able to assess these things in
Absolutely.
life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I wanted us to agree on and share to the wider public is that it comes at a cost. You know what I mean? Leveling up and not just something where you just get up and wish feet. You have to get up and work feet.
Yeah. You will reach a point where your current situation is now restrictive. You will reach a point where your current situation is too small for what you intend to become. And in order to pass that, you must break through your current situation.
Those are your closing words, because our closing words are reaching.
And that takes effort, it takes mental fortitude, it takes diligence and discipline.
100%.
Well, in order to level up, stop using family, your children, your social circumstance or your economic circumstance, your friends, life as it is today. Use none of those things as the excuse for what can happen tomorrow. Leveling up is all about understanding that in the end, we all have a gift, we all have a talent, and we all serve a purpose. To find it, travel the road of life. Travel the road of life. Just travel the road of life. And just know that journey. Where you end up, that is where you level. And you go again. That's all.
If you grow one of them long shiny beard, you know them long
Confucius.
Yeah man, if you grow one of them.
Yeah, but we're gonna call you confusion. Confuse us. In closing, I want to say progress. What progress looks like to you will never be equal to what progress looks like to me. So as long as we have our own barometer or our own units of measure of progress, stick to your vision. Today you might feel like you take 5 steps back, but even those 5 steps back were lessons in how you can move 10 paces forward.
They were necessary.
Necessary. So please understand that your progress is never something that another person will understand. It's not a group assignment. Your progress on your life is yours. So don't give up, don't be disheartened, don't feel like, oh, that person over there saw drive Lamborghini and me have to walk and I take JUTC. As Rodney said, the journey is important. And sometimes you have to understand the workings of JUTC so that when your blessing and your opportunity come, you can leverage that. The person who drive Lamborghini and have a clue about it.
What my great brethren said is in the simplicity of words in the man said, the devil is always going to be around. Don't you know? Yeah, man. The journey continues.
100%.
Blessed.
Until next week. Until next week. We have been Unscripted. I want the people to know, say, us. YouTube.com/unscripted PM. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all of these things. Follow the page.
The wall.
We're on all of the wall, then we're on your girlfriend.
No, the wall.
Why movies for that?
The space for the wall. The space for the wall.
Why movies for that part?
The space. The space for the wall. Yeah.
Yes.
We build them girl the wall, but whatever on the wall, yeah.
The QR code is going to be on the wall.
Okay.
So you can book Ideas Evolution by scanning the QR code and following the link.
Yeah.